Hello, everybody. So, once again, it is Tuesday and it is story time with Teacher Cole. So, if you don't know me, my name is Teacher Cole. I am the owner of Teacher Cole's English Corner, the Facebook group, and teachercolesenglishcorner.com, where it is an online teaching and tutoring company where we have a wonderful group of teachers who really enjoy taking children on exciting journeys of learning. We do unique and interesting English lessons and science, geography, and a few other subjects as well. So today it is story time with Teacher Cole. And as a lot of you know, I have been very, very sick for a couple of weeks and today as well. But today I decided that it has been 1 year since I read a really, really fun story called The Popcorn Dragon. It's one of the very first, I think it was actually the second story I read when I first started doing story time with Teacher Cole. And it is 1 year today. With all the new people in the group, I thought I would recycle this fun and entertaining story for everybody to listen to. And you will see me from a year ago and see how everything has changed since then. So let's get to our story, shall we? The Popcorn Dragon, written by Jane Thayer, illustrated by Lisa McGue.
Dexter was a dragon with a green scaly body and a long twisty tail. He had short knobby knees. He had wings like a bat's, which he would be able to fly when he was older. Like all dragons, Dexter had a hot breath. When he got mad or excited and breathed extra hard, his breath grew extra hot. One day Dexter felt sad because he had no one to play with. He was so sad that he sighed a deep sigh. Out of his mouth came a cloud of smoke. "Why, look at me!" said Dexter. "I'm blowing smoke!" He could hardly believe it. He sat still and breathed hard. Sure enough, smoke was coming out of his mouth. Dexter cried, "I never knew I could blow smoke!" He ran to his mother, panting for joy. He shouted, "Look at me, blowing smoke!" He ran to the edge of the river where he could see himself in the water. He said, "Just look at that smoke," he thought. "I'm going to show the other animals how I can blow smoke." Dexter began to stroll up and down. He puffed a little smoke there, as if blowing smoke was just nothing. After a while he saw the other animals, the giraffe, the zebra, and the elephant, peeking at him from behind some rocks. The giraffe, the zebra, and the elephant all came out and watched Dexter blowing smoke. Their eyes nearly popped out of their heads. Dexter blew smoke till he looked like a bonfire. Pretty soon the giraffe slipped quietly away and hid behind a rock. He said, "Woof," trying to blow smoke like Dexter, but he couldn't do it. Then the zebra ran off and disappeared over a hill. He said and trying to blow smoke like Dexter, but he couldn't do it. Finally, the elephant said, "Goodbye, I have to go." He trotted into the woods and went whoo, 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 trying to blow smoke like Dexter, but he couldn't do it. So he said, "Pooh, who wants to blow smoke?" They all came back and watched Dexter out of the corner of their eyes to see how he blew smoke. Dexter was delighted. He said, "I can blow smoke and you can't." Dexter pranced around showing off. He chased a yellow butterfly with his smoke. He puffed a cloud of smoke at a green grasshopper. He scared a striped chipmunk with his smoke. He even puffed a small puff accidentally, of course, right at the other animals. The smoke felt rather warm to the other animals. The giraffe said, "You stop it!" The zebra said, "I'm going home." Oh, they do not look very happy. Dexter stopped blowing smoke. He thought, "I don't want them to go home." He said loudly, "Oh, I guess I won't blow smoke any more. I think I will blow smoke rings." He stuck his head straight up in the air and blew smoke rings. The other animals just had to watch Dexter blow smoke rings. They moved back a little so they wouldn't get scorched. They watched till they were so envious they could hardly stand it. Finally, the elephant said, "Certainly is silly. Blowing smoke rings." He started to stalk away. Dexter stopped blowing smoke rings. He thought, "What can I do to make them stay?" He said loudly, "Oh, I guess I won't blow smoke rings any more. I think I will blow smoke rings around my tail." He turned his head and blew smoke rings around his tail. He switched his tail this way and blew smoke rings around it. He switched his tail that way and blew smoke rings around it. Finally, he switched so hard he hit himself in the nose. The blow brought tears to his eyes. Dexter blinked quickly and said, "See, I can even hit myself in the nose." Ouch! The animals were so envious, not knowing how Dexter's nose hurt, that they couldn't bear to watch one more minute. The zebra said, "That Dexter is always showing off." The giraffe said, "We don't like him, do we?" The elephant said, "Come on, let's go." When Dexter saw the other animals actually going, he stopped blowing smoke rings. Suddenly he remembered that he wanted someone to play with. He called out hopefully, "Want me to come with you?" The giraffe said no, they didn't. Dexter watched them go. Then he went home and talked to his mother in a forlorn voice. I haven't got anything to do. His mother said, "Blow some smoke." "I don't feel like it," said Dexter. His mother said, "Go play with the other animals." "They won't play with me," said Dexter. "Then you must have been showing off," said Mother. Dexter wandered down the road to where the other animals were playing. He did wish he could play too. He sat down to watch. The zebra shouted, "We don't like you. Go away." Dexter was very sorry now that he had showed off. He had no one to play with. He was tired of blowing smoke. He wandered into a cornfield and lay down in the shade of the tall